guys. I talked the hippie into stopping in a place in Jamestown, North Dakota. I already forgot what it's called, but they have buffalo here. And it looks like a lot of buffalo-related goodness. So I'm going to go check it out. And guess what? I'm going to put my microphone on too. Here we go. Can you guys believe it? I remembered my microphone before I shot like more and more minutes of video. But here we are. What's this place called? Frontier Town?
Jamestown.
Jamestown, but isn't this
North
called
Dakota.
Frontier something or other? Anyway, I think it is called Frontier something or other. But we're going to check it out. There's a souvenir bar and grill. There's a chuck wagon. There's other neat stuff. There's a chance I might get to feed a buffalo. A buffalo!
How many bags of
Well, you guys, the first thing to know about this place is there is an amazing gift shop here, and it's not just junk. There's like some nice Black Hills gold jewelry, which makes sense. You know, this is North Dakota. And there's lots of cool things here. There's buffalo feed for feeding a family of buffalo. And there is t-shirts, North Dakota related t-shirts, buffalo related t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, you know, cowboy hats over here. There's a great yellow lab that's wandering around sniffing me. He's adorable. There's some home goods, some sweet stickers. Check that out. That is rad. And there's a little bit of everything in here. And that is exciting in itself. I mean, there is a ton of buffalo stuffed animals. And I don't even know how you could complain about that. There is a bunch of really cool things in here, you guys. Look at, there's mugs, dishware, homeware. I mean, just a little bit of everything. There's even stuff for those of you who are religious folk. So, oh look, Minnetonka moccasins. I mean, it's pretty dang cool in here. So, if you want to get some buffalo goodness in your life and some buffalo memorabilia, this is the place to go. You guys will not believe this. They have a bathroom and I already found it. Aren't you shocked? Anyway, I've got better news than that. All right, you guys, feast your eyes on this. We've got buffalo. We have got buffalo out here. They said one of these, oh, I see him over there. He's hiding behind his mommy. He was just born in May. Hopefully we get to see him. But these guys are waiting for some of these goodies. They look excited. So I'm not going to make them wait forever. We've got to hook them up with some buffalo feed goodness. Look at that. It's like they've been waiting all day for this moment. The other guy's like, hey, quit being a pig. Look at that. They are excited about that. It is, hey, oh, he's a pig. He's like, no way, buddy. I'm getting all of this buffalo feed. Little do they know, Hippie's got like 11,000 pounds of it. Look at them buffaloes chowing down, you guys. Look at that. They love it. I don't know what it's made of, but they seem to think it is tasty goodness. And I want to see that baby buffalo over there, but he is hanging out with his mommy. You can see him. He's a little rough with mommy there. He wants some food, and he doesn't care who knows it. Guys, look who's here. It's the baby. He eats food too. He eats food too. He doesn't just eat mommy's milk. He eats food. He's starting to bud some little tiny horns out there. And look at Daddy. He is large and in charge. Look at that. She said that it is mating season, so we can't get down there and, you know, ruffle their head feathers and all that because it could be dangerous. And he does look like he could take down a hippie or two. Guys, it's not just buffaloes around here. There's a horsey over there. And, feast your eyes on that baby buffalo. He's adorable. Look at him just standing right in the feed trough, chowing down. I love him. I want to see if this horsey will come eat some food. Come here, horsey. Come here. Come on. Come here. I got some chow for you. Here she comes. I think it's a she. And she looks hungry. She'd probably eat out of my hand, but horses eating out of my hand always freak me out. So, well, hold on, buddy. Look at that. She's a hungry bear. Oh, she is greasy like all animals, it seems like. Look at that. Oh, look at that. My puppies are going to love the smell of horsey on my hands. Look at that horsey.
You feed a horse.
You want to do more?
That's for you.
There you go, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. This is fun. Better than the zoo. So they told us there is a wildlife museum with 163 birds and animals free to view. So we're going to view them. All right, you guys, here's the Critter Museum. And these guys here are welcoming us. I don't know if this bike is welcoming us or not, but they are stuffed, so you might be sad inside. I understand. Wow. They do have a lot of critters in here. I've seen these guys before. I think these are called ducks. I think these are ducks. Oh, but I bet you guys have never seen this. The rare Canadian goose. Some ring-necked pheasants, even babies. Not sure who had to do that to those babies, but look at these little owls. Now, she didn't tell us anything about how they came about having all of these animals. So I'm hoping that it was out of, you know, an accident or something and they taxidermied them because of that. But who knows? I'll never know. Look at these woodpeckers, though. Look at this little albino ground squirrel. Oh, he's adorable.
Just a plus. Right outside. I don't know.
Wow. He's massive. Look at those little guys down there. I think those are whistle pigs. That one over there is called a pocket gopher, and I would put him in my pocket, except for look at those claws. Wow, they really have a lot of animals in here. Look at the baby raccoons. I mean, that makes me a little bit sad, but look at them. Wow. That's crazy. All these animals are supposed to be right here from North Dakota. So, I don't know. I saw a seagull. I think they live everywhere. It's also some old farm equipment. and various farm implements, cash registers, an old Edison phonograph. There's a lot of stuff in here. All right, folks, you know that I love animals, so I'm not a huge fan of seeing animals that are stuffed. But, you know, we don't know how they passed on. So maybe they all passed on from natural circumstances. Some taxidermists took advantage of that and preserved them. And I like to think of it that way. But there is more to see here. And since you don't want to watch another 86,000 hour video by me, I'm going to try to move on. All right, folks, here's some good advice. It says, don't cross this field unless you can do it in 9.9 seconds because the bull can do it in 10. And I'm pretty sure he probably can and will. I've heard that buffalo have a little bit of an attitude problem. Look at him out there. It's like the Serengeti out here. Well, it's not that hot, but more buffalo, and there's a bunch of babies down there. Not only is there RV parking and truck parking, but there's electric vehicle parking here, you guys. What a time to be alive. Guys, here's a buffalo I can touch. Whoa, watch out. Okay. He seems safe enough. He seems safe enough. Look over there. Don't look. Look at this guy, though. There is a National Buffalo Museum here. Museum. And I don't know what's in there. I've already seen a lot of buffalo stuff, but apparently there's more.
Interested in going through the museum?
Yes. The size of these buffaloes.
There's a admissions to go through. It's $8.
If you're in the mood for buffalo stickers, they have you covered. Look at all these buffalo stickers. I like this one.
Yeah, so that has the
well, and this one.
Plays a 17.
Look, you guys, they have a little free library. I love these things. I have gotten books before from the free libraries across Boise, and I think they are super cool. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything in here I need. If I had any books with me to leave that I had finished already, I would leave them behind. Guys, check out this bronze statue. That's very cool. Look at that. Those of you who don't know the difference between buffalo or bison, this is a bison. The North American bison is commonly known as a buffalo or American buffalo. This nickname often causes confusion. This is a Cape buffalo. This is a water buffalo. They're all different, but they're all called buffalo. There you go. We learned. Look at the size of this guy. It's huge. Wow. There's a little book here that talks about ancient buffaloes. And it says for a while he lived at the same time as the woolly mammoth. I bet they had some ancient battles. 10,000-year-old bison skull. Goodness gracious, Ken Ham. Can you imagine? 10,000 years. Guys, look at this buffalo coat. This just reminded me, my grandpa, who was a real live cowboy, and I think he came through North Dakota at one point in time, had buffalo hair chaps. I think my Aunt Diane has them now. Possibly my mother, but I think my Aunt Diane. And they look just like this, only they were chaps. This is actually cool. This talks about the population of bison due to, hunting and people taking over the plains and all of that. Back in 1884, there were only 325 bison. And through the years, due to presidents and other people, we've been able to restore the bison up to 362,406 in 2017. That's awesome. Usually people just basically do a lot of killing and ruining of things. But apparently, we decided to actually bring something back. And that makes me happy. You guys can see they have some observatory equipment here. And if you guys could see what I just observed over there, you'd be blown away. But good news, you're gonna see it. Look at this, you guys. You can take this life-size bison apart. Look at that. That's wild. Look at this beautiful albino bison. My goodness. He's humongous and adorable. Look at this one. He is in action. Wow. Aw, look at this little baby over here. That is not a bison, you guys. But he's actually not nearly as massive as the bison. So, you know what? I bet the bison is a formidable enemy to this Alaskan brown bear. And probably this timber wolf. If he comes after this little guy, I'm pretty sure those guys would kick some hind tail. Look at how snuggly he looks. Look at that. A loving mother. And a big daddy. He is a big daddy. Guys, is my favorite part of every roadside attraction. The store. Oh, look at those guys. Those are cute. They're called little huggies. I love them. They're so cute. Oh, these guys are fuzzy. Fuzzy. There's all kinds of learning materials here. Man, if you have a kid that's really into bison and cowboys and things like that, this is the place. This is a place to get them a lot of cool stuff. Look at those blankets. I want one of those blankets in the truck because my blanket sucks. I really like this little kid's sweatshirt, you guys. That's neat. They have some great products in here, I've got to admit. If I was in a shopping situation, I'd be shopping. Especially for stuffed animals, because I'm kind of an addict. Look at the beautiful artwork they have available here. If you've got that country setting up in your house, this place, I could definitely hook you up. Look at that one. That's beautiful. They got buffalo nuts. I don't know. I've had, well, I'm from Idaho. I've had some interesting things to eat before. Look at those awesome buffalo earrings. This place is pretty cool, you guys. Lots of neat buffalo stuff. Definitely more than I've ever seen. And I'm from Idaho. If you guys come here and decide that you want to worship the buffalo, looks like this is the place. It's Buffalo Church. The church was built at a school in 1881 and moved here. Wow, you guys, I have not stepped foot in a church in a while. This one's cooler than the ones I've been to. Wow. Would you look at that altar? That is some impressive woodwork. Look at the stove. There are like 4 organs in here. This church loved its music. I ring the school bell. I gotta do it. I feel like I'm in a little house on the prairie right now. This schoolhouse was built in 1883, and it was first moved here by the Chamber of Commerce. This is the first building they moved here. This is what you usually feel like in school, like you're in jail. They've got it roped off here so you can't get in. But look at that. Wow. This does look like a Little House on the Prairie school. It's like the old general store. But since I'm talking about Little House on the Prairie, I'm going to call this the Olson's Mercantile. It doesn't look like they're using it as a store right now, but very old-timey. As you can see, there are quite a few people here visiting today. It is hopping in Frontier Town, and for good reason, because check these places out. I mean, this was a barber shop. Awesome. Some of these antiques in here would definitely be worth some money. Oh, there's a back patio out here. Well, you guys know me. Well, you don't probably know this about me, but I love me a patio. There is a bison running out there. They're running around, playing bison games. Post office, a dentist, an art gallery, a print shop, a saloon. That's where I want to be. And the trading post. And a writer's shack. A Louis L'Amour writer's shack. What is that about? Let's check it out. I just did that. Whoa. Here's the law library. Check that out. I did not expect to see this out here. Very neat. Here's Ye Old Blacksmith Shop. This guy probably has to work a lot harder than most of us ever have. Looks like they normally do pony rides out here, and I don't see any ponies currently, but it does sound like a fun time. Although ponies are pretty mean sometimes. Just FYI. There is a playground here. I don't think this is original. There's a pony ride over here that I really do want to ride. I think, though, I might exceed the weight limit. Look at those ponies go! Guys, this is the world's largest buffalo from 1959. Well, not that. That is. Holy moly. That's a buffalo if I ever saw one. Like you'd suspect. Truck driver looking at buffalo balls. To be fair, he only has one ball. I don't know if that is correct, but seems like he might be sterile. I don't know. So, as you can see, this buffalo right here is rather large. I think he's larger than the prehistoric buffalo. If not, I think he could take on a T-Rex. But, I don't know. I can't prove that. But look at this thing. This is huge. I don't know who made this, but they were dedicated, I'll tell you that much. That is massive. Massive, I tell you. And very cool. Alright guys, it's the sheriff's office. Apparently there's the sheriff. He's looking a little oldie. Wow, look at this. This does not look like a fun place to stay. I mean, I have had my own tangles with the law before, but my bed was not made of steel. It was not made of anything good to lay on either, but it was not made of steel. Look at this old printing shop. It's pretty cool. Old printing press equipment. Some of those stamps back there, those aren't old school. Found a little kid here drawing his state. He even knows his letters. There it is, you guys, Idaho. It's on fire. Well, you guys, this was Frontier Town in Jamestown. And it was a pretty neat little place. I mean, if you want to see a huge buffalo, this is the place to go. If you want to feed buffalo, this is the place to go. And possibly if you're in North Dakota, this might be one of the only places to go. But it was a fun little stop. This video is probably going to be a little too long. Going to try to squish it down for you guys. But I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoyed watching this.